for presentations?
No.
Okay. All right, move on to the consent agenda. We're going to skip the meeting minutes as I was not present on 3/24. We don't have a quorum on that, but is there a motion for consent agenda items B and C?
Motion.
I will second. Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, or motion by Steve, second by Jeff. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carries. Moving on to resolutions. 5A, request to approve opioid litigation settlement. Lindsay, I'm assuming that's.
Yeah, it's just another settlement participation form. It's 6 different defendants. And I'm going to say it's like 97 million. And so they're just trying to get people to opt in. And then once they figure out how many people are actually opted in, we'll figure out how many, how much money each community will receive.
Okay. Any questions?
No questions. Motion.
Motion by Steve. I will second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item, request to declare equipment as surplus for trade-in. Tabitha.
Good morning, Tabitha Miller with Fleet. I'm requesting authorization to trade some equipment in that is past its life cycle for us. It'll go towards purchase of like equipment.
Any questions? All right, I'll make a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, please say aye. Aye. Yeah.
Aye.
Sorry. Well, sleep here. Thanks. All right. Next item is request to approve special purchase of used 2007 GMC Light Rescue.
Tabitha Miller with Fleet Management. I'm requesting authorization to purchase a 2007 GMC for the Fishers Fire Department. It will go to replace one of our current apparatuses, the TSU. It is a very good short-term fix for us. I'm thinking it's a 5 to 8 year fix with low initial cost, considering a new one would be pushing $1 million. We could do very little modifications to this truck to make it work for us, and it's in great condition.
I would second. Motion by Steve, second by Jeff. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Then one more item for Tabitha. Request to declare equipment as surplus or worthless.
Tabitha Miller with Fleet Management, requesting to be able to dispose of a piece of equipment that we have not been able to find a trade-in value for. So we need to just dispose of it.
All right, I'll make the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thanks, Tabitha.
Thank you.
Request to approve amendment number 1 with NDOT for Cumberland Road over Sand Creek. Tammy.
Tammy Houston Engineering. Before you is amendment number 1 to a contract between City of Fishers and NDOT for construction of Cumberland Road over Sand Creek. This is part of the overall Cumberland Road between 106th and 116th Street. Nothing is changing except the time frame of which this contract will be extended to be until 2030 instead of 2027. So it'll go through the life of the construction of the project.
How long will the total construction time be, Tammy? Do you know?
Once they get started with the construction, we are expecting most of the construction to take the entire year of next year, 27, with some items maybe going into spring of 28 with plantings and grass seed.
Thank you. Okay. All right, I'll make a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Request to approve amendment number 2 with NDOT for Cumberland Road construction.
Tammy Houston Engineering. This is the second portion of a contract. This is for the road portion with NDOT. Again, all it does is extend the time frame that the contract is available until 2030, so it will extend through the life of the construction of the roadway.
All right, I'll make a motion as well. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is request to approve a curb cut on 136th Street for the Kenwood subdivision. Tim?
Morning, Tim Mackey, City of Fishers Engineering Department, and before you is a new subdivision coming in on 136th Street and Promise. It straddles that existing cemetery that's there on the southeast corner. This curb cut is to serve a new development that serves a private roadway for 4 new individual homes. And they have another curb cut on Promise for the other 5, I think, homes there, so.
It just doesn't, that doesn't flow through us because that's not part of our, the road culture.
Yeah, Promise, I think, is Hamilton County.
Yep. Any other questions?
None.
All right, I'll make a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Jeff, second by Steve. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next item, request to approve curb cut on 116th Street, Maple Dell subdivision.
Again, it's Mackey City Officials Engineering Department. Again, this is a curb cut on 116th Street for a new development that is going in that will serve 52 townhomes and 8 single-family residential lots. This curb cut is just across of Holland Drive, right there where Holland Park is at the end. There is kind of a curb cut there already, but I think it's moving just to align it better with Holland Drive. There will be a westbound left turn lane installed as part of this development as well.
At the light.
At the light, yeah, and then we're obviously gonna reconfigure the light itself because it's now gonna be a four light intersection.
It's, that's multifamily?
Yes. Yeah. 52 townhomes and 8 single-family residential lots.
Thanks.
So, but all the entrance and extra for that subdivision will be at the light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, any other questions?
No.
No. Is there a motion? Motion. Second, motion by Steve, second by Jeff. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Carries. Thank you. Next up is request to award quote and approve contract with Custom Net Backstops. Jonathan.
Jonathan Valenta, Director of Public Works. This is seeking approval to redo the backstops at the upper pad at Billericay Park. The 4 fields there, replacing the chain link fence that's currently there with vertical netting.
Any questions?
No.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
I'll second. Motion by Steve, second by Jeff. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
J. All right, item J, request to award bid and approve contract for Oleo Road Southeastern Parkway. Tammy.
Tammy Houston Engineering. Before you is a request to award a bid and approve a contract for E&B paving. Last week we opened bids. We had 8 plan holders and 2 companies submitted bids with E&B paving being the lowest, most responsive, coming in at $6,725,304. This was a little over our budgeted amount. We have worked with the controller's office to be able to make sure that we have the funds in order to cover this overages. And during construction, we will continue to find cost-saving measures where we can in order to keep that cost low. We are receiving $2.9 million from the MPO, so the city would need to be responsible for $3,773,866. This construction is expected to start yet this year and be complete this year.
So question on that, Tammy, so if we were to approve this contract at the dollar amount, it's just a not to exceed that. We can continue to value engineer and
Yes, it is a not to
would we have to come back with a change order if we value engineer or it would just, as long as it doesn't go over?
as long as it doesn't go over.
Okay, gotcha. And you anticipate construction to commence like this summer or fall or?
This summer, actually, we are planning on giving contractor notice to proceed very shortly so that they can start here, hopefully sometime in May, and then be complete by November of this year.
And this includes the stoplight?
This includes a stoplight at Olivia, teardrop roundabout at 136th Street near Culver's, kind of redoing the main roundabout,
Gotcha.
taking off one of the 5th leg.
Gotcha. The stoplights, when you're coming south on Oleo over the bridge on I-69.
So
Right.
it's St. Vincent
When you,
Hospital.
yeah,
We're gonna put a stoplight in there
Yeah.
so you can get in and out of that.
getting out of there, because it's the traffic volume's gotten so high, getting in and out of that intersection, especially if you're trying to make a left,
Yeah.
it's getting dangerous.
Excited.
Yeah, it should be a vast improvement.
And then that roundabout will be a four. like a-
Four leg, a normal roundabout.
Normal roundabout?
Yeah, normal roundabout.
Changed to a 4-leg.
Yeah.
And we do plan on keeping a majority of that open during construction. We'll have short detour routes and stuff for some period of time. So we want to keep the majority of that area open because it is such a busy area.
And that's gonna go from concrete to asphalt.
Yes.
Any additional questions for Tammy? None. Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
A motion by Steve, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Jeff, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is request to approve Fisher's White River Park sign easement.
Good morning, Jake Reardon, McSorley, Director of Recreation and Wellness. So this would be a sign easement just outside of our property line on the adjacent River Place Flats LLC CRG development. And they're allowing us to use a parcel that would contain our monument sign to guide residents into the park.
Any questions on that? Seeing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Jeff, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Steve, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next is request to approve a land lease agreement for future Agri Park West property with the Indianapolis Airport Authority. Jake?
So this is an exciting one. We have been negotiating with the Indianapolis Airport Authority for over 18 months. We've come to terms. We've gotten approval from the FAA, and we are now at a place where we can bring this before you for recommendation to approve this lease. It would be for 20 years with an option to add on another 10. And once this is executed, we can move forward with starting to prep for opening in 2027.
Just, I know we're not there yet on the design, but this is gonna be a pretty passive agri park, right? I mean, there's gonna be aspects of the agri park, but in terms of physical change to the space, it's probably not overly significant.
That's exactly right. We've already started meeting. We have a initial design concept that we have socialized with the neighbors and community, and we have on our landing page. But what you can kind of expect is trails to explore the whole property, some sort of, we will be working with engineering to have a different access road or entrance into a parking lot, gravel parking lot. And then we do want to develop a good chunk of the land for produce, for U-Pick, and then eventually livestock. Might have some sort of, metal pole barn structure. That's really about it.
Any additional questions?
None.
No, is there a motion? Motion by Steve, is there a
Second.
second? Second by Jeff, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Going back up to meeting minutes.
I wasn't here, so she was.
So for item A, is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
All second, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Lindsay, are there any other adjustments to the agenda? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn? Motion. Second. Got a motion and a second, all those in favor, please say aye.